I don't believe that for a second.
My creation, my creator's creation. So fuck you.
A couple cases from Christmas, and so I wanted to approach him the bond.
Where is he?
In custody.
Oh, they picked him up.
Yes.
Oh man.
And Judge, who is this?
Potter.
Powell.
Oh, I'm sorry, Powell. The new cases are not the ones from there.
No.
He picked up two new cases.
Yes, he picked up new cases.
Right. Remember, this is the gentleman that we got. He got really upset because one of the lawyers didn't appear, made statements. And nothing ever happened with that, but now he's picked up two new cases.
Yes, it was the terroristic threat and the criminal trespass.
Have you been able to speak with him, Shreya?
Haven't. I tried calling back there. I think it's just been busy today.
If she wants to try to call right now.
You want to try to call now? You want me to ring him now?
No, how about I try to call him and then I'll pop back in, or I'll message when I'm done.
All right.
Be
Do
good.
that, and then when you're ready, let me know.
Thanks, Joe. I'm thinking that I am going to waive a bail hearing. However, do you want to bring him out and admonish him, because I can't get a straight answer on waiving a bail hearing? Or I can just request one and you can,
No, let's bring him out.
Okay. And then I did do a competency request, and since we were doing the mental health PTI, I got him released, sent him to the diversion center. It looks like that wasn't quite effective. And so if his bond stays as is, I can contact Helena to do the
Well, hold on. Hold on. I don't know anything about where was the trespass, where was the terroristic threat. Well, hold on. Let's do it with him out here so he can hear it.
Okay.
But I don't know anything about the new cases, and if it was at the facility where he was supposed to be, is it a good idea to have him go back?
It does look like it was at a church.
At a church?
Trinity Lutheran.
What?
Buckle up, guys. Today we are walking into a courtroom that instantly feels off balance. Right from the start, the tone is chaotic. There's frustration, confusion, and a defendant who clearly isn't new to the system. The judge and attorneys are piecing together not just old cases, but fresh charges that escalate everything. What really hooks here is the uncertainty. No one fully knows what happened yet, but you can feel something serious is coming. This is that moment where the calm before the storm quietly disappears.
That sucks. It sucks.
Nice outfit, Judge.
Mr. Powell?
Mr. Following forward.
Are you sure? He looks different.
He does.
You shaved the beard.
Yes, sir.
You look so much younger. Really? Hi, Mr. Powell. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Unfortunately, in these circumstances, we had you go to the facility at the Ed Emmett.
The jail diversion.
Right, but
I've been there before and I completed it. I've been there back in, I want to say, 2022, and from the court number 4, and I stayed there 14 days, and they sent me to a church program, and I didn't like it. I don't believe in God. I know who created me. I don't have to believe in God because I know who created me, and I don't want to disrespect you by telling you that.
well, let's hold on, because I don't know what happened on the new cases. So give me a second. Let me have them read out what happened on the new cases so we can see how to go forward, because I don't even know where the new cases happened.
On December 25th, officers were dispatched to a trespasser call at Trinity Lutheran Church in Harris County, Texas. Upon arrival, officers observed the defendant sitting on the steps of the church, screaming obscenities and causing a disturbance. Complaining witness, a security guard employed by the church, advised officers that the defendant came to the church asking for food. When the complaining witness informed the defendant they were not giving out food that day and directed him to 2 nearby locations instead, defendant became belligerent. Complainant stated the defendant threatened him, stating, "I see you don't have a gun, so if you fight, I'm going to kill you." As the defendant was threatening complaining witness, defendant was moving towards him in a fighting stance, causing complainant to feel fear of imminent danger. Complainant stated he told defendant 3 times to leave the location, but defendant refused.
All right, guys, now the defendant is brought in and everything starts making sense, but in the worst way. As a third-party observer, you can see the shift immediately. His statements raise red flags, but then the real turning point hits when the incident details are read out. Threats, aggressive behavior, and a situation that clearly spiraled out of control. This isn't just another minor case anymore. This is where the courtroom realizes the risk factor and the tension becomes very real.
What would you like to do, Shreya?
Well, Judge, my understanding from speaking with Mr. Powell right now is that he's okay keeping the bail as is, and so he's waiving a bail hearing. Is that right, Mr. Powell? I just want to make sure.
No, that's wrong.
Do you want to go back to the Ed Emmett place?
Yes, sir.
You want to try to see?
medication. I get my medication.
You-
Because
But it doesn't matter. I just want to know if you want to do that.
yes, sir.
We can try to make it work.
Yes, sir.
Is that
Okay.
something you can do?
So a couple things. To do that, we would have to go through Brad Morse for the mental health, see if Brad even wants to offer that. Then I'd have to get a PR bond with the condition that he gets released there again.
Sure.
And so,
Do you know how long that program is, Shreya?
So, Judge, it actually could be 10 minutes or it could be 2 weeks. It just depends on the nature of how long they decide to keep him there. It looks like this time they kept him from the 18th until Christmas. I believe he was released on the Christmas Eve. And then this case occurred Christmas morning at about like 7 or 8 a.m.
Okay. So let's see if we can try to make it work. I need a little bit of time.
You know what? The devil created me, and I know that devil.
I don't believe that for a second.
Trespassing my creation, my creator's creation. So fuck you.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mr. Bell.
Try to see if we can make it work.
Yes. Okay.
Reach out to Brad. And if that, I think we may need something even more intensive, longer lasting. So
Yes,
reach
I
out to
agree.
Brad, see if there's something more intensive and longer lasting. And then I guess, today's Monday, you want to set it for maybe Thursday?
Yes. Is that the second, Judge?
Yeah. You
Yes.
okay with that?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that.
I'll reach out to him right now and I'll get on it.
And then I'll find PC on both of you.
Okay.
All right, now this is where things take a sharp turn. The court actually tries to find a solution, talking about mental health programs and giving the defendant another chance. But just when it looks like there's a path forward, he snaps again, completely derailing the moment. From an outside perspective, this is critical. It shows why the system hesitates to trust. The judge shifts strategy instantly, leaning towards stricter control. This is the exact moment where sympathy fades and concern takes over. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you in the next video.